Okay, and we're live, and that's probably going to slow down their game. Uh, yeah, oh yeah. Well, Darren and Preston are playing Gundam Battle Operation 2 on the PlayStation Network, and so that's competing with us for bandwidth, I guess. And it's you know um, you know a million degrees outside, and it's hot in here, and that tends to slow the internet down. So hopefully we can make this work. But you know, uh, hey everybody, and hey Akira, I'm glad to see you back. We were thinking about you. So um, it's just gonna be us this time. But of course, the days on the year start next week. So we'll be doing some things. Just a little something. Every evening for that, and we'll get Darren back in here and probably be really grateful for those cool waters. So, um, yeah, and see what really is a bummer about it right now is we had and of course I posted about it on Facebook for friends, but we had to take down an oak tree because it was rotten in spots, and it was very old and sick, and it was a question of either take it down or risk it landing on either our house or our neighbor's stuff. It's like, okay, I hated doing it, but we had to, and I'm really feeling it now because that the house is like 3 degrees hotter without that extra shade in the afternoon. So but I actually have a piece of it right here. So this is a piece, and I've got several from I guess it's a red oak, but it's with us. My old oak is, and I've got a whole bunch of wood that I'm gonna plug for mushrooms. So that'll be a we'll hopefully we'll get some shiitake mushrooms sometime next year because it takes a long time for that stuff to grow. So, but uh, hmm. Okay. Well, you know what? It's funny. Uh, you mentioned ISIS. See, we honor the days on the year and the Egyptian New Year in mid-July instead of in early August. So that means for us, the birth of Isis or Aset is July 16th, and so this is good time of year for her anyway. So and there were I got some prayer requests. There were some folks that wanted for some prayers from Aset, and I think also from Set, for healing for people, and so we'll get to that, in just a few minutes. So, and I see other folks joining in. Like I said, Darren's going to sit this one out because he's entertaining company, and so right now their entertaining involves, Gundam. So I think I actually heard him say, "Okay, guys, we got to be quiet," because usually they're like getting really into it and they're like yelling and screaming at the game, and there's lots of creative obscenities and stuff, and they're actually trying to make sure that that doesn't get picked up on the microphone. Entertaining as it might be. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, yeah. Well, I've got fresh fortune cookies, so we will do this. And actually, what's funny is as I was pulling a good couple of handfuls out to put in the basket, there was one that just came out, and I said, you know what? That's going to be our fortune cookie for everyone. So it's already right here. I think it just decided to announce itself. So. These cool waters are upon my hands. And they purify me as Tefnut purifies me. Hail unto you, Nuchidu. I come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Purity is upon my hands, purity is upon my heart. I've cast out all evil that pertains to me. Yewabkua, 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 Yewabkua. I am pure 4 times. And missing giving somebody cool waters, but we'll make up for that. Yes, and you'll probably hear the air currents in the background because we have the fan going full bore, and it's doing its best to keep the house cool. But we're still at about 78, which is fine for some people, but we could use it a little cooler. There we go. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons. Evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to everyone who is watching, both now and in the future. This eye of Horus comes, and we are purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
There we go. And we'll light our candle for Sekhmet. And this evening we're honoring Min and Sokar because they have a feast at the end of the year. And when you think about it, Min is the new growth and Sokar is the seeds that are buried. It's the sort of bookending the agricultural season, but also it's bookending the year. So, it's appropriate that they finish out the year. Of course, we have Min, covered for YouTube. And what's really funny is you can't quite see, because of the camera in the distance, but this is a Bath and Body Works ribbon. It's got the Bath and Body Works logo on it, which is kind of funny. So, that's his red ribbon. Okay, come on. You arise in the Capri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from noon at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Min, O Sokar, O Yunachiru, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness, May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky. We may bring to you Ma'at, cast out Spet. May you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us, and your strength being within us. Oh, no. Take these, your cool waters, which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. These cool waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May our hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. Great purity. This incense is the eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you, it adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Yunachiru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. And see, if Darren were here, I know he would be making a joke about me having the chutzpah, I guess, to offer gunpowder to the gods, because I have some party poppers, but they're like heavier duty party poppers than the ones that I usually use, but I save those for Egyptian New Year. So, those are for New Year's festivities. Gardens prosper and Happy rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine and your water. Pure is Ra Horaketi within his house. Pure is Min within his house, and Sokar within his house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods. This good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure, for Ra Horaketi, for Min, for Sokar, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Horaketi. Come to your body, O Min, O Sokar. Come to your bodies, O Yunachiru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these, your offerings, and partake of them. Come, people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Min, before Sokar. All life comes from them, all health comes from them, all stability comes from them, all good fortune comes from them as it has since the first time. Ora Haraketi, and your son, the Oser Nisu Nebkapuru Ra. Your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And from the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead. And bring them this candle that it may light their way as the eye of Horus. And these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. And I'm sure our friend Jory would want to mention his the anniversary of his grandmother's passing was a couple of days ago, and the anniversary of Wally's passing is tomorrow. Well, it's been 5 years, so we want to remember them along with our other blessed dead. And former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, who was assassinated today or yesterday, depending on the, because I know the date is different in Japan. They're on the other side of the date line, but that was really surprising when we saw that. First out, for anyone else who remembers the series Gundam Wing, my first thought was, wow, it's like kind of a reverse Hiro Yui, because you had the colony leader, that was assassinated because he was a pacifist. So the pilot Hiro Yui took the name from him. But anyway, Shinzo Abe, from what I read, is kind of like the reverse of that, but still ended up. So it's weird, but either way, there are better ways for us to solve our differences than that. So, remember all of those who have flown west. Orekeru, Tahenket, Kakao Abdu, Senachemahat, Kutnibet Nafret Wabet Anket Nacharim, and Kawan Akuku Nibu, Ma Keru Nibu Kirinachima. A voice offering, bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives. For the cause of all of these all true voice before the great God. And now we come unto you, O Ra, as Chuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your cow shall live. Truly, your Aeneid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law eternally. This fat is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. may we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first law. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second law. May we always respect and consent fidelity, respect, consent, and fidelity, for such is the third law. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth law. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth law. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth law. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh law. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth law. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, and we may witness Ra's perfection every day. Okay, yeah, so it's a lot quieter without, Darren editing. I'm just seeing, instead of like Diddy Productions, like, ooh, what does this firework do? Oh well, yeah. Darren and Preston had big fun at 4th of July because there was the fireworks that we had for that. And then there's the other stuff that I'm saving, but yeah, they I swear Darren was going to take out passing cars with Roman candles or something. But alrighty. Let's see. When you mention a game, were you talking D&D? No, we're talking, something on PlayStation. But magnificent sunrise this morning on my canal. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay. Mary Draw says, I really need some prayers. My mental health took a sharp turn for the worse. Sorry to hear that. Definitely give you some prayers. Let's see. Okay. Prayer for Kazuki Takahashi, the man who made Yu-Gi-Oh. That's right. Because okay, and you know what? And then we definitely have to include Kazuki Takahashi, who is not related to Rumiko Takahashi, the creator of Inuyasha. I actually had to go and Google that. But the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh. Funny thing about Yu-Gi-Oh, and I will tell the story and hope that the guys can pass that on to him, because I wear an Eye of Horus, and I bought this in 1998, and I remember I went to go and pay my car insurance at one point. This was about 2003, and my insurance agent had her little boy with her, and he saw that I had this and immediately sees Eye of Horus and thinks, oh, it's you have the Yu-Gi-Oh symbol. Oh, that is so awesome. And see, I was doing anime conventions as a dealer at the time. And so, he thought that was the coolest thing. And I had gotten some Yu-Gi-Oh cards from Japan that, were somehow trading swag with other dealers and whatnot. I ended up with those. So I brought those to my agent for her little boy. And so, he just was totally all over that because he was a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh. And, I think I might have done a little bit of artwork and in little pastels or something and sold it to somebody, but that was like the extent of my involvement with Yu-Gi-Oh. I was like, yeah, this is what's current, and I'm, selling a couple of things at the dealer table, but because I did Egyptian stuff, there was suddenly that connection. So, sorry to hear that the creator passed away in what was apparently some kind of a snorkeling accident, and I'm sure he was not planning on leaving so soon. But I'm sure for folks who were fans of his work that he will be remembered and cherished for that. So, Okay, I fall. I'm pretty sure I broke my toe. Ooh. Ow. Yeah, okay. You get Huh. 2 more weeks at my job. My boss abuses me. I always have anxiety attacks there. Oh, goodness. Um, yeah, toxic work environments. I have been there. I completely can sympathize. And we need some prayers for a lot of things because there were some folks on the Facebook group who asked for prayers for healing. I'll go ahead and read that. By the way, if the audio is cutting in and out, I apologize. It's saying the connection is unstable, and yeah, that's I blame heat and high internet traffic, for that. But let's see. Okay, close that. Yes, Reese Redcap, can I have some prayers for my mother who just found out her cancer hasn't gone away with treatment? She's upset because she thought she was getting better. And so he's asking, Seth and Offset if they can do anything to help her. And, if we think of any other Necharu, and so, of course, Sekhmet, is a mistress of healing. For my staff, Becca, her dad is dying, and pray for Jory's got high liver enzymes right now. Daniel Riff also is asking for healing, going through some health issues. Got an appointment on the 25th. Prosperity and removing of obstacles. And I feel like we're all kind of dealing with that right now. All right. I'll have to give her. Well, okay. Prayer segment that my ID appointment goes well. Yeah. I think the best thing to pray for when it comes to problem people like that is to leave them to their own karma, because I do very much believe in karma, and that's not just my previous time practicing Buddhism. There, I've seen it at work, and we leave problem people to their own karma, and pray for better opportunities for ourselves. And a chance to move on and grow beyond, the people that are giving us problems. So I'm going to ask Lady Sekhmet for healing. Hail Sekhmet the Great, the Eye of Ra, who hides him within her iris. Hail Sekhmet, sovereign, mistress of light, who moves in brightness. In peace, Sekhmet, mistress of darkness, at whose setting the dusk comes. In peace, Sekhmet, mistress of fear, whose seal brings death. Hail unto you, Sekhmet, daughter of Ra, who loves Ma'at, who detests Sespet. Most holy of the gods, one seeks life in you. And may you grant us life, prosperity, health, peace of mind, favors, affection, and hope and serenity to those who need it. We ask you, most holy goddess, and to you, Aset, most loving and compassionate mother, and Set, great one of strength, who guides the bark of millions, and there are people in the Midwest, as I understand, that have been dealing with storms lately, and I ask for a reprieve for them and safe travels, for folks that are traveling this weekend, including, from what I just saw, Peter Cullen, Frank Welker, and Dan Gilvezan, so the voices of Optimus Prime, Megatron, and Bumblebee. I saw a post that they're going to a convention. I think it's in the Midwest, and it's Voices Against Cancer. So it's like a convention that's got a purpose, to I guess raise money and awareness, for cancer treatments, and that's a good thing. They're out doing some good, and so may they have safe travels and clear weather coming home. Here we go. We'll read for Min and for Sokar. Yes, that's right. Adoration to Min, to Horus praise, he with his arm upraised. Hail Min in his going forth, lofty of plumes, son of Osiris, born of Isis, great in the dual shrines, mighty in Ipu, O you of Givaju. Horus the strong-armed, lord of reverence who brings pride to silence, sovereign of the gods, fragrant when he comes from Medjaland. O you of Utent, hail and praise. Hail, O Sokar, lord of Rosatau. Hail, O golden remedy. Hail, Sokar, keeper of cabins. Hail, O lord of eternity. Sokar, take hold of your shrine. Sokar, take hold of your temple. Sokar, take hold of your offerings. And Sokar, take hold of your city. And of course, this is a hymn to Sokar when he's going around the walls of Memphis. Sokar is crowned Lord of the Feast. And if anyone's got some other requests on another deities that they want to specifically address, let us know, and we'll get ready to start doing fortunes. Hopefully the connection is still. It says it's unstable, but hopefully y'all are still hearing everything. Oh wow! Yes, and by the way, the wind on the microphone is from the fan because if I shut it off, then it would start to become an oven in here. So I apologize for that, but it's just a necessity of dealing with a heat wave. So Akira, I just became a diver, and I'm also on standby for disaster relief deployment. Oh wow. Okay, Akira, you might like this story. Because speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh! And anime conventions and stuff like that, in 2005, for one, I was at a convention in South Louisiana the weekend that Katrina was coming in. They ended the convention early so that they could get us out and start taking in evacuees. So it was really surreal for me taking down a dealer table, and then I'm bringing stuff to the car, and there's like people piling into the lobby, and they're not in cosplay gear. Well, we managed to get out. We caught like the outer edges of Katrina. Darren has kind of a crazy story about that. But then we had a convention the very next weekend in Dallas. And Dallas, it turns out that where we were at was a staging ground where they were bringing in refugees, but also there were first responders from like all over the Western United States that were coming in, and they were staying at the same hotel we were. And so the convention organizers for Anime Fest, they said, well, they're here waiting, they can come and have, get free admission into the convention. Of course, they couldn't buy anything because they were, on standby waiting, to go down to New Orleans and Biloxi and, the places that were hit by Katrina. And they had their search and rescue dogs with them and everything. So it was really kind of surreal. And what's funny is there was somebody there. They ended up coming to our dealer table and chatting with us because I had Transformers art out. It was someone who was on like a fire department or, something like that in Nevada. And he had grown up with Peter Cullen's kids. And so, we're there. I'm like, what a small world. But at the same time, the hotel staff wrote up a very nice letter that was saying in polite language, okay, yes, this is a convention, but y'all shut the heck up because, it says, well, these first responders are waiting, to respond to the disaster, but please keep your activities to their designated areas and keep the noise down. I saved that letter. It's somewhere in my stuff because I thought, when are you going to see something like that again? But yeah, so if you did get called up for something, that might be what happens. You could end up at a hotel with a bunch of con goers or something. But that's just how it goes, I guess. Mm. Okay, and I see request for fortune cookies. Yeah. All right, and removal of mental obstacles, please. I'd like to be able to do all the important things. Yeah. Oh, found 3 dead birds in my house this month. Accidentally killed a bird today trying to catch it. Oh, yeah, and birds, they're so delicate, and I'm sure the little bird knew that you didn't mean it, but um, I can understand being concerned about that because I'm a bird person too. Yeah. Mm. Okay, storage area. Okay, it's a ceremony of divination and prayers for a better job opportunity, have a boyfriend's transition go safely, and for health issues and allergies. Yeah.
You did mention there was a cookie that was
For everybody.
fell out just for everybody.
Yeah. Mm. Okay. Yeah, I'm just reading through the comments because I know a lot of stuff. Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, I love that. Right now, the TF Counterbot I'm so getting fired. Oh, good. Well, you know what? Maybe we need to get together and plan to go to one of those in the future. Just without any kind of disasters. Oh goodness. But prayer to best for protection of all the strays. Yeah. And well, you know what? Let's see. Let me try and make sure that I get where the cookies are. And there's someone who asked for a cookie earlier. And it was. Let me see if I can scroll those. Okay, Caleb. Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm really scrolling down here. All right. And we love you, Mary Draw. Hang in there. I know it's tough for you right now, but hopefully, you're getting loved on by some folks, here like us, and if that helps any at all, we love you. But we're gonna do the cookie for everyone, then Caleb, and then picking up with Daniel. And I'll see where there's icons, and then in the comments, that'll be the order. So bear with me. I know your comments are probably going to get a little bit ahead of where I'm at, but we'll catch up. So this one's for everyone. And it says, courage is the mastery of fear, not the absence of fear. So I guess kind of like that John Wayne quote about, courage is being scared to death and saddling up anyway. But courage is the mastery of fear, not the absence of it. And it's funny because we're just talking about anxiety and issues like that, and I'm dealing with some of that myself, and sometimes when it's hard for me to respond to when people are messaging and stuff like that, because that's I guess my anxiety kicking in. So you're not alone, and we'll get through this. So we're all here right now. So, um, what else can I say? But okay, Caleb. Caleb, delay is the antidote for anger. So don't fly off the handle. Just give it some time. Whatever it is, delay is the antidote for anger. Don't be too hasty. All right, and Daniel. Ask for prayers for healing. And we have the fortune. Education is the ability to meet life's situations. Immediately, the sense that I'm getting is, the school of life. So, I guess as you're seeking knowledge, look for practical things. Education is the ability to meet life's situations. Okay, who's next? Okay, so Sarana. And does the guess story have to do with feelings of guilt and forgiveness? Ways felt like I just ran away and I feel. The story of the distant goddess is she was angry and so she left. And I think there's lots of different ways that you could look at it. What's funny is there's a book. It's a reprint of a very old book, the Fellahin of Upper Egypt. This was a lady who her brother was an Egyptologist. She got basically the same education, but at the turn of the century, she wasn't able to get a doctorate. They gave her some other kind of diploma, but she was just as educated as her brother. She was able to go and interview the peasants of Upper Egypt, and her study was invaluable for comparing with ancient records. And what struck me was she had a couple of stories of people like married couples, and the wife got mad and went back to her parents' house, and the husband had to try and sweet talk her and convince her to come back home. And I thought, wow, could that have been inspiration anywhere for the myth of the distant goddess? She got mad and went off into the desert, so they had to get her to come back. But you could probably read other things into it as well. I think that's the reason why myths, work so well, is because you can find your own bit of connection with it, and it might be something else like that.
The interesting aspect of that too is, depending on who goes and gets her, their method of bringing her back varies wildly.
Yeah, that's true. If you're talking, see, Toth was like, trying to sweet talk Sekhmet and get her to come back. Bess is playing instruments to try and make her happy. But when Inhur goes to get the goddess, and it's not Sekhmet, it's I think it was either Tefnut or a different lioness goddess, and he just I think he clunked her over the head and brought her back, or something like that. So
pretty much caveman style.
Yeah. So okay, so
blast her and drag her out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so Sarana, and then sarcastic. It's kind of going back here. Yeah. Okay, and then yeah. Alrighty. So Sarana, sarcastic. We'll pick up from there. Oh. Okay, Sarana. Cooperation will work better. Sarana, I'm getting the sense that you were thinking of striking it out on your own with something. And somebody's telling you pretty point blank, cooperation will work better. So yeah, that was one of those unusually cut and dried ones. Okay, sarcastic. Yes way. Darren would be saying no way. Okay, sarcastic. Emotion is energy in motion. That's funny because we were talking about anxiety and dealing with emotions and things like that as energy in motion. Emotion is energy in motion. They're trying to tell you something. Hopefully, you're able to get something out of that. I kind of feel like that's one I would have to think on.
I guess it would be like saying that emotion, whenever you're not feeling anything, everything is slow and dull and slowing down.
Or if you're
feeling something, suddenly everything's in motion and you're going in a direction, but you don't know which one yet, depending on what emotion it is.
Yeah, and you know what? What I'm kind of getting from that is like we were talking about, fear and nervousness and anxiety. There's uncertainty. There's definitely emotion to that, but it's like it's not very focused. You're like kind of and I get a sense that there's something about learning to be still and focus, so that energy can go in a direction and not just be jittery all over the place.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would think part of what mastery of yourself and understanding what's going on in your life and everything and how you're reacting to it, a lot of what these groups focus on in their discipline is how you react to something or don't react to something.
Yeah.
So,
and of course what Darren says is and anxiety always ends in a question mark, and reality ends in a period.
right.
Yeah, but okay, so 9/11 was next, and then Alejandro, and then Akira. So, oh, 9/11, you got two today. Okay, so at 9/11, the first one here says, courtesy is a business asset, a gain and never a loss. Now there's a second part to this. Circumstances do not make the man, they merely reveal himself to himself. Wow. 9/11, again, I think they're giving something rather direct here. Courtesy is a business asset, a gain and never a loss. Circumstances do not make the man, they merely reveal himself to him. So I'm getting an overwhelming sense that there's something that's going on. You might be upset about something. You might feel slighted, but don't be so down on yourself. Don't react, and give in to temptation. Courtesy is not going to take anything from you. It will actually build bridges for you. And take this opportunity to learn from circumstances. Don't. Okay, another thing that I'm getting is this is not bigger than you are. Whatever's going on, it's not bigger than you. So you have an opportunity to gain from it. Just don't write it off as a loss. It's not. So 9/11, that was for you. Now, Alejandro. Oh wow, you got 2 as well. I guess Min and Sokar are tag teaming a few people. So Alejandro, here's your first one. Dreams are like the stars of your destiny. Now there's another one here. Oh, wow. Alejandro, check this out. There's 2 in here, so you actually got 3. You might want to go buy a lottery ticket, dude. Okay, this first one. Don't pass up a once-in-a-lifetime offer. Don't wait for others to open the right doors for you. Wow, Alejandro, I don't think it gets any clearer than this. So let me read the 3 of them together. Dreams are like the stars of your destiny. Don't pass up a once-in-a-lifetime offer. Don't wait for others to open the right doors for you. There's something really good about to go down for you, but you're going to have to, take it by the... Well, Set would know what we mean. But, yeah, when you see it, go for it. I think they're going to put something really awesome in front of you, but don't snooze on it. And Akira. Akira, it says expand your horizons. Of course, I think you said you're doing dive school and some stuff like that. Don't be afraid. You're going to get to do some cool stuff. Expand your horizons. All right. Okay, Devin asked for one. Okay. Hey, Devin, TikTok. So let's see. All right, and Blue Conway. All right, so Devin, Blue Conlon, and then Kit Fox. Devin, don't find fault, find a remedy. And that sounds like good couples advice too. Don't find fault, find a remedy. But and I can say this, you can tell Darren when he's here next time. So yes, I actually said this, but it it's real easy, to just by default go to saying, well, no, if you were da 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 da, then then I wouldn't have to do da da da. And you have to recognize that that's a habit, and watch what you say sometimes, because it can come across a different way than what you mean. So don't look for a fault, find a remedy. Try to be thinking of how to solve a problem rather than look for blame, because that's more constructive. Whether it's with partners or with other people. So don't find fault, find a remedy. And Blue Conlon. Okay, that's from a. There we go. Oh, Blue Conlon. Blue Conlon, determination is what you need now. You may be thinking that there's some other things that you need, or that, well, if this will happen, then no, just set your mind to it and do it. Determination is what you need now. And now for Kit Fox. There we go. Okay. Kit Fox, dream lofty dreams, and as you dream, so shall you become. Kit Fox, dream lofty dreams, and as you dream, so shall you become. And Alejandro's fortune both had me 25 years ago later this month. The first time we ever got to meet the Voice of Opera's private convention. We, played hooky from summer school and, flew halfway across the country. And he wrote in a little notebook of mine, I've got my stuff, a quote of his, of Optimus Prime's from, an early episode of the series. Hold on to your dreams. The world was built on dreams. And so, kind of appropriate with a few of the things that we've been getting tonight. Oh yeah, the Dawn Goddess dancing naked outside the cave. Are you sure you're not thinking of Uzume from Shinto, who danced naked on a sake barrel in order to encourage Amaterasu, the sun goddess, to come out of the cave? But, Okay, Mary Draw. Okay. Okay, Mary Draw. Okay, I see it was breaking up. If anybody missed something in terms of the audio, let me know, and I've got them kind of laid out so we can kind of go back and figure out what it was. Your secret sub debt to be a thing. You'll have to tell us about that. Yeah, and by the way, I apologize for the fan being so loud. It's just, like I said, I have to keep it going. I'll try to at least stand closer to the microphone so that you can hear me over it. I'm just looking to see who else I need to do fortunes for. Okay, Mary Brown. No way. Mary Draw. This one has no fortune in it. But I don't want you to take that as a bad sign. I think that's typically when that happens to people, that's their way of saying, you know what you need to know. You're just not. You're discounting yourself. Don't be dependent on looking for a sky written sign. That it's within, and especially if you might have been worried about what kind of fortune you were going to get. Don't be. And again, if nothing else, go back to our first one, which was for everyone, and that is, courage is the mastery of fear, not the absence of it. So it's understandable that you have these things. It doesn't mean you're a bad person or anything. It just means that, you have things that, you have to deal with that, are particular to you. And, you've got folks that love you and support you here. And if you need us, just talk to us. And what's the thing with the secret soap debt? Because that sounds fun. Tell us about that, and hopefully we can spread the word here on the chat. Okay. I see something here. I did. Mary Roy, did you have a? Okay, it's on the Facebook. Okay. See, the Secret Santa for New Year's that I'm hosting. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, Kai Sobek. That one, the boat's already there. Yeah. Let's see. Yes, I like what Sarcastic said. The answer is not within the cookie, but within yourself, for you are a good cookie. Ronpet. Just sign up. I got a good guess. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right, and for Kai Sobek. Oh, wow. So you got two. Yes, and if anyone else is still waiting on one, just let me know. Any other prayer requests? Because after this, we'll try and wrap it up. Okay, Kai Sobek, your first one. Catch on fire with enthusiasm, and people will come for miles to watch you burn. Now the second one. Cleaning up the past will always clear up the future. Just don't use fire. Yes, catch on fire with enthusiasm, and people will come for miles to watch you burn. So, yes, use enthusiasm, and that will attract people to you. And clear up the past, and that will, there's some if there's something that from your past that's going on, just resolve that, and that will deal with that will open up a lot more from you'll be able to move forward without that on your mind, and you can do it with enthusiasm, and people will come for miles. And just don't burn carpets. So I know you were joking about that. And guys, I guess wish us luck, because we're trying to plan a quick weekend getaway down to New Orleans. Everyone's got a comic book shop that tends to have a lot of Star Wars stuff, and there's an exhibit, at the New Orleans Museum of Art that they're trying to catch on Sunday. It's Queen Nefertari's Egypt, which is kind of funny because there's a Ramses exhibit that we went to in April. And this is sort of like a companion exhibit. That and get lots of cool pictures. We can use videos on, for Patreon and stuff like that. And hopefully we can do that and not swelter in the New Orleans humidity. So we get to throw the plans for that together. Okay. So I forgot to share. Oh my goodness, Robot. Okay, so I'm writing up a little bit when the fan is going, is what you guys are saying. Hopefully that's better. So since we're, and it's saying that that's probably what's doing a lot of it. But let me turn the fan down just a little bit, and we can finish out. Okay, hopefully that'll help. And I apologize for having to keep it so high. It's just that it's going to get really warm really quick. But hopefully we can have a good trip. We're going to do just a quick weekend getaway to New Orleans and try to catch the Nefertari's Egypt exhibit that's at the New Orleans Museum of Art. And that's so we kind of heard about it, after we'd already booked the Ramesses exhibit. But hopefully we'll still be able to have a good time, and Darren can go and get Star Wars stuff at the local comic shop. So, that's what we have planned. I've also been trying to research more for getting everything for bylaws written, and it's really amazing some of the things that I found last weekend when I was researching that. And I intend to share more of that on Facebook and then get on Discord and actually talk to everyone. It's just going to have to be after this weekend because we still have company over and we're kind of booked. But I'm really looking forward to doing more stuff with you guys, to celebrate the days on the air and so and those of you that are on Facebook, go sign up for the Secrets Update. All righty. Good night, you guys. That are heading off to bed, Seti and Kai Sobek, we love you. Y'all sleep tight. And we will wrap everything up here. So. Hail unto you, a tomb. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in you. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Aeneid, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in you, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in you, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the shrine of Shinit in Yunu endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Aset in Nicheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wachit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehutin, Chamenu endures. As the name of Ra and the Aket endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Min of Sokar, Sekhmet, O Yunachuru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra, Min, Sokar, Sekhmet. May you go forth in peace, O Yunachuru, to every place your immortal Khans wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Okay, well, Darren will be back with us next week, and we will kick off some festivities for a new Kemetic year. Leading up to Egyptian New Year will be on Monday, and hopefully it won't be quite as hot then, because we're going to be doing a broadcast from outside, and it'll be a lot of fun. So, in the meantime, you guys have a safe weekend. We love you, and we look forward to being together with you again soon. Oh. Well, yes, don't let the Beatles bite. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, yes, I'm sorry for the connection problems, but I think some of that's just because of the heat. It seems to stress out the internet, the broadband connection somehow. But if I can type. Okay, we'll see you again. We'll be starting early, like I'll post on the channel. It'll be the 12th or the 13th. So stay tuned. Okay, yeah, tell them we missed his trouble making a commentary. I'm gladly join him in one of those things next time. Absolutely, I will tell that. In the meantime, good night, you guys. Much love.